Ghostbusters, meet the laser ghosts. In the year 1984, New York City started experiencing strange and unexplained occurrences. Although it was thought unbelievable at the time, the city was, in truth, being taken over by spirits from another world. A world only rumored to exist, but not proven to be true. The world of ghosts. It took 4 dedicated and knowledgeable human beings, armed with superior scientific knowledge, laser guns, and a giant ghost-busting machine to rid the city of its other-world creatures. They called themselves the Ghostbusters. 1 year later, almost to the day, the ghosts returned.
Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, spirits in the night. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters,
something here ain't right.
Woo! Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, makes you want to scream. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, get a ghost-busting machine.
If you hear a noise late at night, the tables move from left to right. Pictures fall right off the wall. You've got the ghost, they're big and small. And if you want to chase them out, 'cause they're not just a dream, go out now, don't you delay. Get it, ghost-busting machine.
Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, spirits in the night. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters,
Something here ain't right.
woo! Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, makes you want to scream. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, get a ghost-busting machine.
Illusion, confusion, they all move from room to room. They're flying here and they're flying there, sometimes on a broom. Scaring people, that's their job. Some of them are really mean. The only way to get them out is with a ghost-busting machine.
Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, spirits in the night. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters,
Something here ain't right.
woo! Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, makes you want to scream. Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters, get a ghost-busting machine.
Evan Dobbs felt something wasn't quite right when he passed the old stone and brick house on Oak Street. There seemed to be an eerie greenish mist drifting from window to window. At first, Evan thought it was only his imagination. But after rubbing his eyes and staring a little longer, he was sure what he saw was real.
Something very weird is happening at the old Patterson place.
He said to his sister Lynn as soon as he got home.
The house has been vacant since my 10th birthday, and that's almost 2 years ago. I always wondered why no one moved in. Now I have this eerie feeling that someone or something is living there, and nobody knows about it.
Maybe it's ghosts.
Laughed Lynn.
I don't think that's as funny as you do.
Replied Evan.
I'm going back tonight to take a closer look. Want to come?
Sure, why not? I've never seen a ghost in person before. It'll give me something to talk about in school on Monday.
She giggled. That evening, as soon as Evan and Lynn finished dinner, they excused themselves from the table, telling their mother that they were going for a bike ride to work off their heavy meal. "Better not come home too late," their father yelled after them. "You never know what's out there in the dark." Evan and Lynn pedaled their bikes right up to the front lawn of the old Patterson house and rested them against the giant oak on the side of the driveway. Trying to make as little sound as possible, they tiptoed on the grass until they got close enough to peer through one of the windows. The night seemed to be growing darker with each passing minute. The moon was almost hidden by slow passing clouds. Not even one star was in sight. And the Patterson house seemed to be as dark as the night itself.
Well, where's the ghost?
Teased Lynn.
I came to see a ghost, and all I see is
She put her nose right on the window pane.
nothing.
No sooner had the words left her mouth when there appeared a green, misty face staring at her from inside the house. And to make matters worse, a green, misty hand started tapping on the glass. She shouted, and with that, Lynn and Evan both ran for their bikes and pedaled home as fast as they could. Running breathless into the living room, they stopped short in their tracks in front of the television set. There on the large 21-inch screen was the face of a massive green ghost. They watched in horror as they heard the announcer say, "So if you have any unusual characters like this roaming around the house, call Ghostbusters." And then a phone number appeared long enough for Evan to memorize it.
Now, boys and girls, turn the record over.
Hello, Ghostbusters.
The voice on the other end of the line answered.
If it floats through the air, don't worry, we don't scare. We'll get them night or day by zapping them with our laser ray. Dr. Venkman speaking.
Dr. Venkman, this is Evan Dobbs. I live at 8225 Beekman Place, Flushing, Long Island. And there's a ghost living in the same neighborhood. My sister Lynn and I saw him last night in the old Patterson house on Oak Street.
What did he look like?
Like a green fog.
A green frog?
No, a fog. A mist.
Did it speak?
Dr. Venkman asked, rapidly taking notes.
No,
Answered Evan.
but he did knock on the window pane.
Give me the address of the Patterson house. I'll be there in an hour. Meet me.
After writing the address down, Dr. Peter Venkman slid down the fireman's pole in his office and gathered his 3 companions on the first floor.
We've got a live one, or should I say dead one, out in Flushing. Let's get the ectomobile. I'll explain everything as we're driving.
How many ghosts proceed? Asked Winston Zedmore from behind the wheel of the ectomobile, the van that carried all the Ghostbusters equipment.
Only one so far.
Answered Peter.
It seems to be a typical ectoplasmic mass.
Said Dr. Raymond Stantz almost to himself.
An ectoplasmic mass that has the ability to change into smoke or mist.
We haven't seen one like that in quite a while, thought Dr. Egon Spengler aloud. I wonder if that type is coming back again.
They always come back.
Answered Peter. The 4 Ghostbusters rode silently in the night until they came to the old Patterson house. Waiting across the street, still astride their bikes, were Evan and Lynn. As soon as they saw the ectomobile park in the driveway, they crossed to the Patterson house and greeted the Ghostbusters.
We saw him in the window, there.
Said Evan, pointing.
Let's laser up and get to work busting some ghosts. We're almost ready, Peter.
Ray Stantz cried out. To their surprise, the door to the Patterson house was unlocked. Quietly, the 4 Ghostbusters, along with Evan and Lynn, slipped inside. With flashlights in hand, they started searching the darkened rooms.
Ray and I will head upstairs. Egon, you and Winston remain down here with the kids.
Whispered Peter. As they headed upstairs, Peter Venkman and Ray Stantz could sense another presence. Turning his head towards the bottom of the staircase, Peter yelled,
Up here! Everybody! Hurry, get your lasers ready!
With ray guns in position, the 6 continued their climb. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Then, without warning, in just a fraction of a second, a large howling green dog that seemed to be made of smoke appeared, growling at the top of the stairs. As if triggered by one single finger, all 4 lasers hit their mark at the same instant. Nothing happened. The dog continued to growl and snarl. Almost at the same moment that they noticed the dog, they saw what appeared to be a puff of smoke in the shape of a man. Once again, they triggered their lasers. Once again, they hit their mark. And once again, nothing happened. Soon, the top of the stairs was filled with creatures. Some seemingly made of smoke, others like the horrible red-eyed horned monster and the jagged-toothed green demon made of some kind of ectoplasmic goo. Staring in horror at the grotesque sights and sounds, the 6 moved not one muscle, blinked not one eye. It was Dr. Peter Venkman who broke the silence.
Put the lasers away, Ghostbusters.
Laughed Peter.
I think we've been had. What we're looking at are no more ghosts than we are. Isn't that right, Professor Scary?
With that, all the lights in the house went on, and out stepped a little bearded man with very thick glasses.
Everyone, I'd like you to meet Professor Simon Scary, one of the great scientists in the field of holography. Using a laser beam, but in a different way, Professor Scary can make a photographic image appear to have 3 dimensions. In other words, the image looks round and not flat. They use that technique in the haunted houses. What we've seen aren't ghosts, they're holograms. Well done, Professor, but I'd know your work anywhere.
It was only done in fun, said the professor. I knew sooner or later someone was bound to see my holographic images and thinking them real, call the Ghostbusters.
Knowing we were on the case, you know you didn't stand a ghost of a chance of succeeding in your little game. Eh, Professor?
And with that, all started laughing at the same time.